this is a video I'm not so happy to be making because we could have had a very nice story here. We could have had a story where, close your eyes and listen to this. It's going to sound wonderful. I'll close my eyes too. We could have had a story where a company had some backlash and they listened to the fans and they decided to take that criticism to heart and issue a statement saying, you know what? We're going to consider what you said. They didn't even have to apologize. They could have simply just said, we'll consider what you guys said. We'll give it consideration. That would have been fine. Obviously, they could have done even more than that. And I'm not, again, saying that they should apologize over this, but they could say, you know, we're taking steps to improve our localization, make it more accurate, and we're not trying to censor things like this, and we heard you guys, this sort of thing. So let's open our eyes now and face reality. It's not what happened. Not what happened at all. I'm referring to NISAmerica, and we reported on this the other day. Let me give you the backstory really, really quick. So, hopping over to the one, the only, NyanNet, fastest growing anime website of 2020. Check it out, anime news website, NyanNet. NISAmerica seems to double down on censorship/localization even after backlash from anime fans. So we reported on this, like I said, the other day. Our buddy Yellow Flash got a nice clip here from their twitch.tv live stream, NISAmerica's, where they were talking about localization and censorship. And there was a quote where they basically said that Japanese humor is exist. Put an S in front of that if you can't figure out what I'm saying. Sorry about that, but it's the platform we're on. And to reiterate, on NyanNet, we don't have any of that censorship stuff. We don't got to worry about that. It's our platform. But we have to respect the wishes of those who are here. So it is what it is. Anyways, I've talked enough about that in other videos. The point is this. They basically said Japanese humor is exist, and we changed the content because certain jokes in Japan are that buzzword, and they change it for their Western release, for release here in the States. It's pretty absurd to me. Well, you know, now we get their response, and apparently this is their response to the backlash. So Steve Baltimore of Operation Rainfall allegedly got in contact with Aaron Kim, the PR coordinator for NISAmerica, and this is what Aaron Kim had to say. NISAmerica does not engage in censorship or overzealous editing. We stand by our dedication to the authenticity of our localization efforts to properly contextualize a title within a localized framework for an English-speaking audience. It's, again, an absurd response to me, to the point where I even wrote, why did they even respond? If that's the answer that they were going to give, they shouldn't have even responded. Why even bother? Why even waste your time? This is just rude, in my opinion. Doubling down, completely deflecting the criticism. It's just, it's so unfortunate. We could have had that happy story. They could have listened to it. But you know what? Maybe the problem is that our buddy Steve reached out to NISAmerica. I wonder what NISJP would say about that. Now, of course, reaching out to a Japanese company is a bit harder for someone who's not in Japan or speaks Japanese. So I'm not so sure what can be done about that. But I would be curious, and I'll look into it a little bit. I'm not saying I'll be able to reach out to them, but I'll spend a little bit of time reaching out to some people. Maybe they can formulate an email or something. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I'll give it a try. Because it seems like NISAmerica, man, they just do whatever they want. And it's like a similar situation where you have Funimation doing this weird stuff and Toei doesn't seem to know about it. I think maybe people can do better getting in contact with the Japanese companies. But again, I understand it takes time. It's time and energy. It's difficult sometimes. But man, it's unfortunate to see things go down like this. And I'm glad that, you know, at least people are pushing back against it. Let me one more time show you some of the backlash that NISAmerica got from the Twitter thread. This is over on the NNet too. We compiled the screenshots there if you didn't see that article. It goes on and on, man. I'm not going to read these. I did this in the first video, read through some of these. But as you can see, I didn't even screen cap all of it. That's some of the responses they got. They had a fair bit of criticism, man. And obviously, they thought so too if they decided to respond to it, I guess. But then responding just to deflect it, wasting everyone's time even more. Absolutely absurd. Here we are, though. That's all I got to say in this video. Actually, I will add this too. Whenever I make a video criticizing a company's choice that relates to a product, and this usually happens in the gaming space for me, I always feel bad because I know these games are they're cool and they're cute and they have nice fans, and I'm not trying to hurt the fans at all by criticizing the statements made by localizers. I'm simply criticizing the localizers here, their statement and the response that we got from NISAmerica. I have no shade being thrown at Cold Steel. If you enjoy the game, that's great. That's great. I have nothing bad to say about that. I don't think the localization stuff is great. I don't think their responses are great. That's all I'm getting at with that. But if you enjoy Cold Steel, absolutely. You enjoy NIS and NISAmerica games, absolutely. Keep enjoying it. This is just my thoughts on what some of the people more up at the top are saying about this stuff. You know what I mean? So with that said, I have shout-outs for the awesome and kind people who promoted yesterday's video. That's going to be Nameless Hates Jason's Voice, Ishra Blackwolf, Mr. Anime 343, Phantom Ravenwood, 2 episodes left of Ruby Volume 7, Andrew Edwards, and Joshua B. Well, thank you all for tuning in to this video. I'm getting it out a bit late in the day, unfortunately. Late start here. Greatly enjoyed last night's show, McGregor versus Cerrone. Only a 40-second fight, but oh my gosh, it was a good fight. And I have a lot of respect for Cowboy Cerrone, I really do. And obviously I'm a McGregor fan. I have been for a long time. Very glad that McGregor is coming back, and I like his humbleness. It was great. It was great. Anyways, I don't want to ramble about that at the end. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you either later today, probably not though, or tomorrow, hopefully. If I catch you then, that will be great. Take care.